here with Issue Zero.
Here with Issue Zero in London.
Yo, shout out Issue Zero Mag. You know what I'm saying? The dope is out.
Zero.
Yeah,
Cool.
big up.
I'm Reid. I'm a rapper from Reading. I'm 22 years old and I'm here with Issue Zero today. What first got me into music? Okay, so I always wanted to do music. I used to do guitar lessons and stuff like that. Learn all the King Cruel songs because I was a big King Cruel fan growing up. And I clocked pretty quickly I couldn't sing, so the next thing was rapping, innit? So yeah, at school, me and my friends would all write diss tracks on each other. That's how it all started, really. And I clocked that I was quite good at it, like I had the flows and stuff like that. And then it all just sort of went from there, really. So yeah, lockdown hit, and obviously with lockdown, gave us so much time. I'm sure it's the same with everyone. And I was looking at myself like I was 17, 18, like what am I doing with my life? And I was like, fuck it, let's get it cracking, let's start rapping and that. My biggest influences growing up, I loved like indie music, man, I can't lie, like King Cruel. And then I'd also say a big inspiration as well is like the whole Odd Future and that whole movement of like all those sort of like rappers and creatives like forming a group and doing something together. That really inspired me, to be fair. And then yeah, like I spent so much of my time listening to Sweatshirt especially, and that type of rap music to start off with, which is a bit different to what I do now, but that's what I'd say really got me like a fan of rap. So I think my sound, it's like a soft voice, soft flows on hard beats is what I'd say. Obviously I've got my boy Presty with me right now. He's got some hard beats in his locker. And yeah, like that I'd probably say. Growing up, I was all listening to Odd Future and all the American stuff really. But when I started to hear more of like the UK grime sort of stuff, like obviously like Wiley, Capo, and like Skepta obviously. When I started to see that, then I was like, rah, there's something in there in the UK scene. And then obviously with the music I make now, I'd say what proper inspired me was Frankie Stew and Harvey Gunn at the start, because I feel like I can relate to them a lot. And then also with the music I'm doing now as well, I've got to say Isco is a very big influence from like the jumpy beats that he makes. Isco really inspired me to make like a unique style of music, I think. The first song I ever wrote, right, the first song I ever wrote, yeah, it was in lockdown. It was me playing the guitar and I was recording it on my phone, and to do the drums for it, I had a deodorant can hitting my desk. Yeah, so that's how the first song sounded. And yeah, I was trying to sing over it as well. I think it was called Quarantine Blues or something like that. I think it's called, I know it's called that. But yeah, it's a lot different to what I make now, let's just say that. So my songwriting process, I think I've got to see something that inspires me to write, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not one of these guys, like, there's loads of MCs that I know that are like constantly writing all day. They're writing so many bars. And I'm not really like that, to be fair. Like, I've got to find something that inspires me, whether that's, I don't know, like an experience I've had, whether that's a girl, like whether that's like anything like that, that sort of inspires me to start rapping. And in terms of my creative process, so basically I can't force it. I'm not one of them guys that can write bars on bars in my phone, because I feel like all the bars will lose substance, if you get me. So I feel like everything I write's got substance and it's actually real life experiences. So I literally just go off that, to be fair. Like, everything I write is true. It's just all about my life experiences, whether that's stuff that's gone wrong, stuff with like my mental, stuff with, yeah, like a girl, like experiences, like, yeah, just pretty much just write about what goes on in my life, to be fair. To overcome writer's block, I think pretty much I just won't think about music for a time. Like, I know that's a shit response, but it's just how it is, innit? Like, I'll literally switch myself off from music, switch myself off from everything, because there's so much more to music than just writing lyrics. Like, you've got to network, you've got to be active in the DMs, and you've got to make TikToks talking, then you've got to do all of this, and I just shut myself out from it when I've got writer's block, and then I'll come to it again in like a month's time or something, nice and fresh. Over time, I think my music's just changing. Like, I look back at songs that I made yeah, like 3-4 years ago, and it's not the type of tunes I want to be making anymore. But that's just because I'm growing up. So I suppose like music is just a journey, and each song is like a chapter of my life, I guess. But at the moment, I'm just trying to tap more into the dancey scene, but not like the heavy D&B, heavy drums, heavy jungle really. Just more like the, can't explain it, like the saucy garage beats and just the ones with sauce, the ones that gets everyone grooving. I know I've made a good track because I trust my own instincts, so it's like, I just back myself, so I think I'm my biggest critique. Like, I know if I've done something shit and I know if I've done something good. So yeah, sometimes it's hard because I don't want to let the negative thoughts like eat away at me thinking something's good, but I think I just back my own instinct, to be fair. My favourite song I've ever created has got to be a song called All Day. That's me, Presty, featuring an amazing vocalist called Elena. And yeah, that's my favourite song I've ever made. It's got 2 drops. The first drop's a bit more chilled with me rapping on it. The second drop is just mental vocals, and I want crowds going mental for that one, hands in the air, all of that. That's the one that I really want to get popping, that tune especially, and it's my favourite, definitely. What can people expect from me? Well, I've got a 4-track EP coming out with my boy Presty, and yeah, very gassed for that. So with that comes hopefully more shows, more sets, and a lot more MCing shows where it's like me and Presty side by side, him on the decks, me on the mic. Yeah, just spreading the vibes really. That was me, Reid with Issue 0, and yeah man, big love for listening.